Okay, our transition is what we want to do, and we call transition because you're moving from defense to offense. This is our fast break. It's how we want to play. Okay, I can't stress that enough. We want to play in this manner because we are an athletic team. That does not mean that we play out of control. A fast break is still in control with everybody knowing their role. So we're in a 2-3 defense, okay? The ball is shot from wherever. It doesn't matter. And the ball is rebounded. Let's say this guy rebounds the ball. A guard runs towards the ball yelling outlet. Okay? And we get the ball to the guard. When a guard has the ball, whoever is the number 3, I should have done numbers. I apologize, I'll do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? We want, let's say 4 gets the rebound, 1 has to come yelling ball, 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 outlet, however you want. We go to the ball. We don't wait for the pass to come towards them. This is how things end up getting stolen. Okay? Now, 1 starts to dribble. I don't want a lot of dribbling though. A 2 sprints to 3-point line, free throw extended. 3 sprints, free throw line extended on the other side. Now 4 and 5 are in a race. Okay? 1 should have dribbled and kicked ahead already. Okay, to one of the wings set up for 3-pointers. If you're wide open for a 3, you are allowed to take it for me. What has happened in practice is the number 3 or the number 2 has been running way down here. This is a no. I do not want you way down here, even if you catch a pass here and it's a layup. That's not what I want. I want you guys learning basketball, not just learning free-for-all stuff. And I know that that's hard to sometimes pass up a 2 to end up running disciplined stuff, okay? But I'm more worried about teaching you guys what it is we do. So if we end up kicking ahead, because I do not want the 1 dribbling a whole bunch. You will hear me saying no more than 3 dribbles before you look up and pass ahead. Between the 2 bigs, the 4 and the 5, it becomes a race. The first one of these guys down the court ends up going, if the ball is here, we run to ball side block. So let's say that's the 5. Then the 4 runs down and becomes the trailer and sets up here. When this guy has the ball on the wing, he now has options. He can shoot a 3 when he sees this guy. When he sees the 5 coming down to the ball side block, he can fake a pass here. He can feed him the pass here. And then he also knows that he has the 4 as the trailer. And so he can hit the 4, who then hits a jumper. The 4 has an option to end up kicking it opposite to the 2 for a 3-point shot and then crashing the boards. There's all sorts of things that you can do with this type of transition. It is super simple to just know your role. Like I ended up saying in practice, where all of these options that we ended up going over should be familiar to you boys. Where it would get potentially confusing is if we end up playing defense in our 2-3 and the 2 and the 3 line up on the same side. You guys have to communicate, because if the ball is rebounded to 4 or 5 or 3 and both of you end up taking off down here, this is going to be left open and you guys aren't going to know what to do, okay? So in theory, some of you, if you're the 2 and you know you're on the 3 side, you yell out, I got you. And I'm coming over here and the 3 comes over here. It's really important for the 4 and the 5 to sprint in this and to look at each other and to know if the 5 has run to here already and the 4 is the guy that was the rebounder and made the outlet to the 1, then automatically the 4 knows, okay, I'm the trailer. I set up at the free throw line. The 5 has to look for the ball all of the time, thinking if the ball started here, the ball might end here, but they have to look because if the ball comes over here, they got to get to ball side block. It's very, very simple instructions, but doing it in a fast-paced manner is difficult. I acknowledge that. And especially when I was yelling the other day, I was doing it on purpose to create stressful environment to see you guys freak out. And that's why it's important to end up committing this stuff to memory so that you can do it in a game situation. So 5 gets the ball or on the rebound. We all try to rebound, right? We go to the ball. This is what happened a lot in practice. The 1 starts yelling outlet, 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 and running backwards, trying to receive a pass that wasn't thrown with any type of force, and they step in front of it and end up stealing it. That's why we go to the ball, we receive the pass, we secure it, we turn, we attack middle with a couple of dribbles. You may end up hitting the 2 and the 3 here. You're still going here to set up if you end up dribbling here, okay? Pull up, shoot a 3. That's the luxury of playing for me. You're allowed to do that if you're open. It's okay, all right? But you know if you get the ball here, you're still attacking this wing and you're waiting for 1 big here and 1 big here. The point guard sets up here. The other guard sets up there. Now this is what I was talking about in a previous video is if they've all sprinted back as well and we've gotten the ball to this wing and they're back in their defense, let's be smart and say, oh, I know what to do now. I know what to do. What I do is the fast break's not there. I get it back to the point guard. Get it back to the point guard. The 2 comes here. We've already got 1 big right here. So there's 2 things that we could do. This big could come down to this block since we already have 1, right? Since we already have a big on a block here and a big on a block there. And if there's space already, because we've been moving fast, what does this look like? I know that this is a bad drawing, so I apologize. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that scenario because the trailer ended up just going to another block that was open. This is 1 rotation of passing game, if you think about it, that we're already set up in. It's just that the 5s and the 5 and the 4 have already made the screen for you guys to pop out. That's the formation that we're in. So we don't necessarily even have to call anything. We can go right into, if the point guard has it and then passes here, this guy becomes the captain of the play and decides to either screen across or screen here and then roll, right? Okay, or in transition, if we get the ball back to the point guard and it looked like that's a 4, by the way, and the 5, and this is what it looked like. The 1 or the coach can end up saying 4 up, 4 would slide over, 5 would come up, and there we are in 5 and 4 up because the 5 is on the elbow. 5, 4. If then we pass here, we peek over our shoulder, we don't rotate, we don't move our feet. 3 cuts back door. We look in. Here, there's a shot. If it goes here, we're sliding out. Short corner, slides over. Ball goes to short corner, slide down. Pass for a layup, cut into this block for a pass and a layup. So you can see how if we run early and it's not there, we have 2 easy options to get set up quickly in our offensive sets to keep the defense off base. All right? Hope that helps, boys.